Hi team, this is Andy with Creatively Disruptive. I wanted to speak to you about a quote and thought of the day when it comes to marketing small business. So today's quote is, marketing's job is never done. It's about perpetual motion, and it must continue to innovate every single day. And what can we take from this? What is my take on this? I'd love to know what your take is in the comments below as well. But my take on this is that you never finish your marketing. It's a little bit like, do you ever finish your work in your business, right? Marketing is, as I said in another video, that there's two parts to a business. It's marketing and sales, and it's products and services. So, that means that the only time your marketing is done is when you close your business for good and never reopen it. Otherwise, it needs to be a part of what you do. And with marketing, even to another degree, you need to be adjusting and growing. You need to be using the different methods. As technology changes, and it's changing constantly, you need to be agile and flexible enough to utilize it so you can get your message out. Now, oftentimes our messages stay the same, and what we do is very similar, but the way we get that message out is constantly changing. And we might change it we might have a story that we share. We might have just a simple message. We might have a call to action. We might have, a video. We might have written. We might have photography. As things, you might be using Facebook. You might be using Instagram. You might be using Google. You might be using email. There's all sorts of different things that you potentially could be using, and they're changing all the time, and there's new things happening all the time. 15 years ago, there was no Facebook, right? That wasn't part of your operational, your marketing operational methods. Now, most businesses, especially small businesses, it's a key part of their success. That is something very new when you think about the scope of time that a business might be open. That's happening always, right? And websites have changed. Websites from 15 years ago, even 10 years ago, are very different to what they are today. How people use websites are very different. E-commerce was something that was, occasionally, very rarely did you purchase things online 15 years ago. Now we fast forward till today, and majority of products actually are getting purchased online. In fact, you're starting to see that in malls and brick and mortars, where they're starting to struggle a little bit more than they ever have. So you've got to stay up to up speed and abreast with all the changes that are going on. And if you don't, you're going to struggle. And it might sound like, oh gosh, it's just another thing that I have to do. Yeah, unfortunately it is. And what you need to do is embrace it and not fight it. And you need to understand that if you want to be in business and you want to be successful, that you actually now have to, make this a part of what you do. And if you want to be very successful, you really need to embrace it and enjoy it and push it. And, it's something that has been a very leveling of a playing field. No longer is the Rolodex as important as what it used to be. No longer is the is the reputation as powerful as it used to be. And while I talk about reputations, if you use things the wrong way or do things the wrong way, reputations can be destroyed quicker than ever before nowadays. If you think about restaurants and reviews and all the different things that are out there, reviews being another platform of advertising. So in a nutshell, if you're not up to speed and you don't have, say, experts in your organization or as part of your organization or part of your plan that understand the platforms, that understand the marketing, that can actually give you, the options to actually utilize all these platforms to their best ability, you're really at a disadvantage. And if you are a small business that actually finds that you are operating really well in these spaces, you can actually have a massive advantage that is almost impossible to overcome unless your competitors really get on board themselves. And, I would say that it's a little bit of a golden age for those that do actually really do, get involved and innovate and use the online mediums to the best of their abilities, because many businesses are still struggling, especially the huge multinationals. They're really struggling with getting their head around how to use online marketing. And the quite honest truth is that's where most of the eyeballs are now. So if you own a small business and you're running a small business, and many of you are, make sure that you're embracing this new technology. Make sure that your team in your organization has access to experts who can get the most out of it, and you will be seeing a very good future in front of you. So with that, if you like this message, click the like button, please subscribe, and definitely go to our Facebook page, Creatively Disruptive, and like that page. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.